and began to pray out. I said that you shall live and not die. Amen. You shall live and not die. Amen. And then also I had, when my grandbaby was sick, with cancer, I walked around and I had these, I should have just printed them out every day. Now these things here should be wringing in sweat from my husband. I would come in, at that time, like I said, I couldn't think of all the healing scriptures. So I had all the healing scriptures here. I would, after I leave out to go do anything, stuff like that, I was laying on his bed, I'd come back, I was praying, I was reading, I was praying, I was praying, I was reading, I was reading, I was praying, I was praying, I was reading, I was reading, I was praying, I was praying. I was just going through the whole motion. And the nurses and stuff was coming in. And then the nurses and stuff, they began to be defensive with the doctors. Because the doctors come in there and they'll say, well, this and that, and the nurse will stand to the door. And the nurse will try, no, Mr. Dan, he didn't do that. He was doing this last night. And one nurse, she was so amazed. When I came in one morning, she said, I think Mr. Dan needs to be reevaluated. I'm going to let the doctor know. And so he was reevaluated. Next thing you know, within, I guess he was on the vent probably maybe like a couple of weeks. And they began to they started one piece by piece taking everything off him. They took his vent off first. They still had to let the trach start because they was kind of concerned about his breathing. So they began to take all that off. But then again, let me share some things that about the healing scriptures. One of them was coming from Jeremiah 30:17, and it say, I will restore health unto thee, and I will heal thee of thy wounds. Amen. And one of them, because I'm not going to do all of them, maybe she can make some copies. And it says on 2 Timothy 1:7, for God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. Don't you know, God, I had to get a sound mind? Because my mind was gone. My mind was totally gone. And in Psalms 121:1, I know y'all know that. My help coming from the Lord, which made the heaven and the earth. And I know y'all know that part about, I will lift my what? My eyes until where? All right now. So I was going through that, and then I had all these healing scriptures, but I was going back and forth and saying, I will not die, but live, and will proclaim what the Lord has done. Amen. And look what the Lord has done. Amen. And this is the part here. It's like when my husband began to move some things, whatever, they already had declared him that, he will never walk again, that he will never talk, he will be a total vegetable. I would have to take care of him, do all these things, whatever. And then finally, we had to get our insurance and all that stuff together and all that, and they sent him to the rehab center, because they got the red tag, you got to go through a red tape, although you have the insurance and reinstated and all that, they take you through all this or whatever. This got to be authorized, that got to be authorized. And so really, I started praying about it, and I decided to bring my husband home. Well, my husband now, he has been home for about a month, almost like a month. And he's doing better now than he was at the rehab center. I take him into the bathroom. Sometimes I have to remind him of little things. Some things, he have forgotten. But then again, it's just a blessing that, my husband is here with me today. And I just thank God that, if it wasn't for me standing in the gap and praying for the anointing to fall upon my husband, to restore my husband, to renew my husband because of my faith. But then at times, when I was there with my husband, I felt like I was just there all alone. But God had placed me in that position. Yeah, I feel that he placed me in that position because he wanted me to see some things. But I did not realize, and this way it come in at, I did not realize until the nurse that came up there and she was literally in tears. She sat on the bed and she said, that your husband was down and not doing anything for 28 minutes. So y'all, do y'all think my husband should be here down for 28 minutes? And there he is, sits over there with his leg. But truly, I believe that my husband husband was a blessing to me because, like I said, I went through so many things in life. And when he came into my life and those things happened, then literally I thought my life was going to get shut down again because, I went through all these different changes now. I met my husband, and then all of a sudden this happened. And I said, what is going on? I had to even call, like I said, I called my friend, I called Betty, Sister Coleman. And then I called my sister, I was calling everybody. And sometimes I called, I couldn't get no answer, so it was just me and him. So, definitely, I had to start praying. I had to come home. There was a long time, about a month and a half, I actually came home. And then when I did come home, I started literally crying because my husband wasn't there. And so I began to think the times that he said, enjoy me while you can.
Yes.
And so, for you women, for your ladies out there that have husbands and they're dedicated to you, stick by your husband if they're right, because I know some of us have been really in turmoil about a lot of different things. We have been in turmoil about a lot of different, and then when God brings us somebody, place somebody in our life, I know we have a question, but just like Joel Osteen said this morning, well, there is a question. God's had that period on it. But what I never forget one time at the hospital, this guy had told me, and that had really been in my spirit, that this patient had told me one time, that just to know who God is. And at that moment, when my husband was going through the things that he was going through, that was sticking in the back of my mind, just to know who God is.
Amen.
I prayed and I cried and I prayed and cried because at one time I just really didn't understand. But I just thank God for my husband. I thank God for my friends. I thank God for the ones who stood by me at that time and called, and I thank God for Sheila because like I said, I haven't seen her in a while. It's been like 45 plus years that I hadn't seen her. But I just thank God for her reaching out to me or whatever. But I just thank God for what he has done in my life as a broken woman. Because like I said, before I met my husband, I was really broken, because I went through so many things in my life. And then when I met him, I met the man of my dreams, and all of a sudden, it's going to be taken away from me. So there was a fight going on in ORMC.
Amen.
Because me and the doctor was literally after like so many days after I got in my 24-hour period of being shut down, then I began to say, Lord, here am I. I'm by myself. I feel like I'm froze and I can't reach out. What can I do? What is there to do? And my God said, I just need to lean and depend on me. Trust me. And I began to trust God for everything. And like I said, a lot of times when I was on the road, sometimes I can't say because, you get caught up in the corporate world that sometimes, you come home, you're in and out, you don't have time to grab the word. But then again, I think as a child, that's why I was grew up in the word. But how we get grown and we just want to flee and do our thing. And then, when something happens, we pick it up, put it down, pick it up, put it down. But I know a man that if he can do it for me, that he can do it for you. If he did that for Gilbert Randolph, he'll do it for me. And that's what she told me. You hear? And if he did it for my husband, Antoine Daniels, he can do it for you. But it's going to take faith. I love my husband. He's the one that came into my life, and I was going to reject him. But I just thank God for what he has done in my life. I felt that at that time, if that wasn't happening, I probably wouldn't be the woman I am today. Because like I say, I was going through some things. I really think I didn't need nobody in my life. But like I said, he came into my life, and I believe God sent him in my life for a reason. For my faith to be elevated. Don't you know our faith has to be elevated? Sometimes we rely on ourselves about everything. It's all about me. It's not all about me. It's not all about what God can do for me. We want to leave God out of everything. When it comes down to our, paying our bills and things our life, a lot of times we get caught up in ourselves. We get caught up in the flesh. We get caught up in our jobs. You know, our money means more than anything. But then it's going to come a part of your life. The same thing that happened to me, for you to see for you to see God who He really is. You know, I thought I knew God. But when it came down when my husband got sick, I tell you what, the lights went out for a while. I was in total darkness. I was lost. I couldn't remember nothing. I couldn't even remember the first sermon. I couldn't remember anything about what God had done for me. The only thing I can sit there and meditate and say, well, hallelujah, Jesus, help me. You know, what am I going to do? This man that just came into my life, what am I going to do? I say, when me and him met, I was in the process. I had got off the road. You know, I had stopped working. I had got off the road. I was in the process of looking for a job here in Marion County or somewhere locally so I could be next to my husband. But everything shut down, froze. And I know everybody that reads, it's a funny thing, I know everybody reads the Star Banner. I know, I was featured in the Star Banner because of my husband and because of my faith. You know, I touched one of the elders at the Ocala Star Banner. I had touched one of the young ladies at the United Way. I mean, I was blessed here and there because everybody was amazed about the story. And I guess, just like your son, he was amazed about the faith. But then faith, it just didn't come just like that. It took some days for faith to come. Because I thought I had it. So don't make yourself think that, oh, I got faith and everything is going on just fine and I can do this and that. Don't, please don't. Because you will get caught up in some things. Just like when I first came here and said, just to know who God is. And truly, I can say truly, because a lot of people say, the Lord is the head of my life. Sometimes that's a traditional thing. Well, because when we was in church, we had to follow protocol. You got those mothers that made you get up and testify. I love the Lord. He heard my cry. Going through a traditional thing. But when you are faced with obstacles in your life, your tune is going to change. Your tune is definitely going to change. Because I had to find out just who God is. And like I say, thank God. I can really say, thank God for my trials. Thank God for my tribulations. Thank God for everything, the letdowns, all of that. Because actually the lady from the Star Banner, she said, well, Miss Daniels, how in the world are you making it? You don't have a job. Your husband lost his job. I mean, he didn't lose his job, but he got sick. So therefore, all the benefits, everything stopped. I was like, stop. I still got bills to pay. Nothing wasn't coming in. I'm still waiting on Social Security. I'm still waiting on this, everything pending. So that's why they was in question. Who are you relying on? I have friends, and thank God for my friends. They help me out and everything stuff. But I was always the person I love to give. I don't like to go and borrow. It took me a long time to even ask somebody else, could you loan me this or could you loan me that? And I thought I was too good for that. I work, hey, you give me, you want $5, I might give you $15 or $20. When do you want it back? Whenever I think I need it back. But just to know who God is, I'm a different lady today. I can face all, just look at my husband and look at Brother Randolph, I can face anything I feel. Amen. And I know that my journey hasn't ended. My journey has only begun. Amen. My journey has only begun. And it's going to take this journey, to share with others, to let them know that, hey, you got to have the faith. Amen. Now, you can talk faith. You can walk faith. You can say anything about, faith is this, and faith is that, and faith is this, and faith is going to do me this and that and the other. But no, what truly faith is that you got to really face the true life, the true trials and tribulations in life. A lot of us say that we can go through this and we can go through that. But it's going to take a time in your life, fatally sometimes, for you to open your eyes. But God has gave me an eyesight. Because he gave me an eyesight to look at my husband. Now, if I can do it, he can do that for thought that I couldn't say it then because I was literally in tears, but they had gave up on my husband. I can truly say that now my husband is what you call a living miracle. Mr. Randall is a living miracle. I was with Daddy when she was up there in the hospital up there in Shands, when they came in there and literally gave this man away. No life whatsoever. I was there. So that's why I can testify, and I'm sure she can testify the same thing. That I was standing there when those doctors came in there and literally told Betty and gave up on her brother. He was not responding. They say he had all multiple fractures. Cause this man, he was left on the side of the road for dead for hours. So you know that is faith that sits behind his mother over there. He is a miracle. My husband is a miracle. So, you know, a lot of times we read about miracles. We hear about miracles. But my husband and Mr. Randolph is truly a miracle. I am a true witness to that. I thought it wasn't going to even lead to that. I thought it was just about Mr. Randolph, hear about your friends going through different things. But then when my husband got down and they said, you know, they gave up on him. You know, he wasn't going to, you know, he was never going to be, even if he pulled through, he was only going to be a vegetable, but he's here today. Amen. And I'm thank God that I had the opportunity to even bring him to show y'all a miracle. He can talk. They said he wouldn't talk. He can walk. They said he wouldn't walk. You know, he can, you know, move both hands. And the thing of it is, the same neurologist that gave up on him the second day that she walked in came in maybe a month after, because my husband really, he was in the hospital for like 4.5 months, I believe, and he was in rehab for a couple of months. He just only been home for almost a month now, and he's doing well. Amen. But the thing of it is, I had to have that faith in God to even close my eyes and to look and see that my husband's going to be back with me, looking at me, responding. We talk all night during the night. You know, some things, you know, he might kind of say, oh, whatever. I say, sweetie, it's fine. You know, you got to do that sometimes. And I think really that God has even brought us closer together. Because he was a sweet guy then, and you know when you get in your sickness and you get depressed and you get down, you have those mean streaks. You know, men do that. You know, when they sick, you know, they don't want their wives to take care of them. You know, they go into depressed state. But my husband, he's always smiling. You know, he's always saying thank you. I mean, sometimes when you have an accident, you know, he's sorry. So, you know, I just thank God for him. Amen. I thank God for that man. Amen. And I thank God for such a beautiful friend. Sister Coleman had encouraged me all through the way for the last maybe 6 months. God has done it for me. Amen. And God will truly do it for you. Now, I don't want to prolong your time, but I just want to let y'all know, if there's anything going in your life that the doctors or anything in life, you know, we in this corporate world now where everything, you know, you're losing your jobs, you're going through in your home, and you're going through with different trials of life. You know, don't give up. Please do not give up. Because, you know, God say trust him. Trust him. That's all we have to do is trust God. For everything. For the little things. Because, you know, a lot of times, you know, we count God as slack. You know, we only want to pick him up when things go wrong in our lives. But when we got a pocket full of money, a big Cadillac, a big house, and everything going on in our life that is good, we're fine. But the minute it can be the next day that life can come crushing down on us. You know, our husband, you know, like I said, he could, I can say it now, he could have died. My husband could literally have died if I would have gave up. But I decided to make God my true choice for him. And I say it was so hurtful And I walked in there and seen my husband. And I thought I was going to see him for the last time. It really actually hurt. I just met this man. And I just literally started crying. I was froze. But God. But God. Don't never give up on your dreams. Don't never give up on life. Because God got a lot of, everything that you expected, don't count God small. You know, He's our Father. That's my Father. That's my Daddy. Amen. I decree, I declare, I will never give up. Amen. On what God has done for me. Amen. And God can do the same thing for you. Amen. He say, I will never leave you. I will never forsake you. But many of us today have left Him. Many of us today have forsaken Him. And then when we get down, on our last name, and we can't do anything, we feel that we can't do anything about it. And so, we just lost. And then all of a sudden we want to pick up, I guess, where we left off and say, God this and God that. And then sometimes it's funny when it seems like you can't find it. We call on Him, we scream, we shout, and say, oh my God, where is you? Where are you? But where were you? I never left you. I'm sitting right there next to you. You done got your big fine car, you got your job, you got everything going, but you want to push me off to the side. So this is what you're going to have to do. So I know what it's like now to wait on the Lord. I know what it's like. I know what it's like to suffer. I know what it's like to have my light shut off. I had just got a car. I had to, in all my bills, I had to, let my car go. A lot of things I had to let go. And I was, I always had, money. I always, was thinking life was just going to go on. But then my life changed. Don't you know your life, just like they say, within a twinkling of an eye? My life totally changed in one day. And that was 12/10/2014. My life totally changed. Now I'm a different person. I look for God for everything. Everything. You hear what I say? I look for God for everything. I don't do nothing without God in it. Yes, I may get a little, I'm human. I might get a little depressed sometimes because, my husband used to love to go out to the movies and do different things, and he corresponds with me the way I want him to correspond with me. But, little things change, but I'm looking unto God. For a total healing. Yes, He is healed. But there's a total healing coming. And so I believe it every day. I call my sister and I tell her every day. It's not in the natural eye that I see. It's in the super spiritual eye that I see. I see